Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Christina, and yeah, today we are going to be doing a book haul slash merch haul. I guess we're gonna call it that. I don't know what we're gonna call this yet, but for sure it is a book haul. I will be showing you some books that I've picked up with some Christmas money that I had got. So yeah, a lot of these books I did get on sale, which is a big plus. Some of them were half price, so that's always a good thing to get books that are on sale. And these were pretty much books that I wanted to get to last year, but I didn't get to them. One being that because I was too into trying to get the books that everybody was reading all at the same time. So yeah, 2020 is new reading goals, new reading in general, where I'm going to be focusing on a lot of books that I personally want to read for myself, and then just share that with you guys. So without further ado, and I'm gonna stop rambling, we're gonna go ahead and get into this book haul. So here is the bag. I did go to Barnes and Nobles and I did a little bit of shopping. So yeah, we're gonna start off with the first book that I picked up. The first book is A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. I have seen this movie several times. Every time I see this movie, no matter how many times I see this movie, it makes me cry. So this one is about a girl who is fighting leukemia. Well, not necessarily fighting. She's come to terms with her disease and just pretty much feels like she's gonna live her life to the fullest. Instead of being in and out of hospitals, and this is pretty much what she has decided for herself until she has a connection with a man, or a young man that she's known her entire life. He kind of stumbles into her life by doing something very wrong, and in order for him not to go to jail, he has to get his act together. So this is where she comes into play. She is the person that's going to help him get his act together. So yeah, it's obviously it's going to be a love story, but it does deal with heartache and romance, and yeah, that's something that I am kind of on a high for right now after reading Every Breath. Even though I knew what was going to happen in that story, like, I still enjoyed it. So yeah, this is the first book that I picked up, A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. The next book that I picked up was School for Good and Evil by Simone Chainani. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I didn't have the intentions of picking this book up. My daughter went with me to Barnes and Nobles this night, and she was actually looking for her own book. And I kind of stumbled across this one. I loved the cover of it. That's what caught my attention, obviously, was the cover. And I decided to read the synopsis, and it sounded really interesting. So yeah, I decided to pick this up. I don't know if any of you guys have read this book or heard of this book. So yeah, I really don't know much about it. So I decided to pick this one up, and it is book one, so I'm guessing it's part of a series. Like I said, I really don't know too much about this. I liked it because of the cover at first. I read the synopsis. It sounded cute and interesting, so I decided to pick that up. So the next book that I picked up is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahira Mafi. I think that's how you say it. So I got this one. This one was one of the ones that was 50% off. I wanted to read this book last year, and I didn't pick it up. I never picked it up. I always saw it, but never picked it up because I was always wanting to, like I said, get the next biggest book that was out. So the next book I picked up was Rick Riordan, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So I wanted to read this book. I love the movies. I think there's only like 2 out, right? Can't remember. This is one of the other books that I want to read. I'm pretty sure a lot of you may know who Percy Jackson is. So yeah, I'm hoping to enjoy the book as much as I enjoy the movie. I'm really big on mythical creatures, goddess and goddesses. I love the magic, the story behind all of the gods and goddesses and mythical creatures. So yeah, that's a big plus on that as well. So yeah. The next book I decided to pick up because it was 50% off is Cress. This is part of the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Myers. I've already read Cinder and Scarlet, so now I'm on the 3rd book. This year I want to try and finish up any series that I have started, so that way, I can kind of not necessarily get them over with, but just focus my attention and time on series that I've started, and I want to finish them because they were really good. And yeah, like I've said, and you're probably going to hear me say a lot, I was just too busy trying to keep up with what everybody was reading that I pretty much put a lot of the series that I started on the back burner. So yeah, can't wait to dive into this one. She's a bit thicker than the other two. So yeah, I think this is like the retelling of, looks like Rapunzel. Obviously she got long hair on the cover. So far I've loved Cinder and Scarlet, so I really can't wait to dive into this one. The next book I picked up was Pumpkinhead by Rainbow Rowell. I'm getting into graphic novels, so yeah, I felt like this one would be another good one for me to pick up. I love the color, and the artwork inside looks really cute, so can't wait to dive into this one. And the next book I picked up, this one was another one that was 50% off. That's Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nyong. I did read book number 1, which is Girls of Paper and Fire. I believe that's what it's called. Let me see. Yeah, Girls of Paper and Fire, which I absolutely loved. Although it did give me uncomfortable vibes some parts throughout the first book, because it does deal with like sexual assault and abuse. But for the most part, I really did enjoy that book, so I decided to pick up book number 2 because I want to continue Lay's story, who is one of the main characters. I want to see what's gonna happen in her next journey after potentially killing the Demon King. So yeah, I can't wait to dive into this. Now I will say I did listen to the audio already, but to be truthfully honest, I wasn't paying attention to it a lot. Like, I kind of really don't know what's going on. So yeah, I want to reread it and maybe listen to the audio at the same time. But yeah, I wanted to pick this book up because I liked the first one and I wanted to get the complete copy of the second one. So yeah, the next and last book I picked up, I've been wanting to read this since I heard about it. I didn't hear much about it, I just heard that it was really good. That is V.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic. I decided to pick this one up finally, just to see what it's all about. I don't know anything about this book as well, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do, but we shall see what it's gonna be about. So I did go into the store really not knowing what I actually wanted, so I'm kind of glad for that, because it kind of like opened me up to pick things that I knew I was really gonna be interested in, instead of picking things that I thought everybody else would be reading. So yeah, I liked that I went in with a open mind to stuff, instead of, usually when I go to bookstores I know exactly what I want, what I'm looking for. So yeah, it was a breath of fresh air, kind of just to go in and just pick things that I personally thought I would enjoy. So now that we got the book part of the haul done, I wanted to show you guys a few things that I picked up. This is from Jujubee. I've never purchased anything from this website before, but this little tiny backpack from Jujubee, yeah, it has pretty much your most important characters. I mean, it's the little Chiblis, and I think it's so cute. It is a bit on the small side, but for personally, I really got these because I wanted something kind of small enough for me to carry my books around, especially when I have them in a book sleeve. And I feel like that'll be okay. It does seem like it's, look at the inside. Like, it does seem like it's big enough for me to put a book in there, and even like my wallet, that's pretty much all I want to put in it. So yeah, I'm gonna hope for the best that this is gonna fit what I need it to fit. So if anything, I would want it to fit a book sleeve with my book in it, my wallet, and sometimes like if I need to take my journal with me, which is very small. It's like, I want to say it's like this small, if not maybe like a little bigger than that, but it's pretty small. So just to take my journal along with me when I go to work, or whenever I'm just going to the library or to the bookstore, really, you know, just something small instead of me trying to overpack my usual purse backpack that I have. So this is one of the ones that I purchased. The other one I purchased was this one. It's super cute. My son literally thought that they were for him. He's like that he wants to go to school now, but yeah, these are for me. unless like it doesn't fit the things. It's got the same inside print. If it doesn't fit the things that I need them to fit, then either I'm gonna return them and get something bigger, or I'll just give them to my son or my girls. But yeah, I picked this up and I like the little, what are these, zipper?
Mommy.
Y'all see that? Zipper pins, the little, I don't know what you call these, keychains.
Mommy.
But they got like the,
Me.
they got the imprint of like the Harry Potter with the scar, and then they got the Harry Potter with Juju. So yeah, I'll link I'll leave a link to these down below. I like this one too. This literally like screams Gryffindor to me, and I am Gryffindor. I love that it has Hedwig, it has the broom, it has Harry Potter's glasses and scar, it has the golden snitch, it has his sweater that Miss Weasley made him, it has books, it has the Deathly Hallow symbol and the sorting hat and his wand, his letter to Hogwarts, and that's pretty much, oh, it has the chocolate frog on there, and I think that's all I'm seeing on here. So yeah, and the Cheevely one, has like pretty much all the main important people, like Luna Lovegood, Ginny Weasley, the twins, Ron, Harry, Hermione. It has Sirius Black on there. It has Buckbeak. It has Albus Dumbledore. It has Snape. Who else does it have? I believe this is Hedwig. I'm not too sure. He's not white, but he might be like the other owl, but I don't see why it would be another owl. So yeah. Oh, Professor McGonagall. I don't know if I said her, but yeah, that's pretty much all like the important characters. And this one too. This one has like the Harry Potter like actual face. I don't know if you can see that.
Mommy.
Which I think is super cute. So I like that they're so cute and small. Like literally they're so tiny. But hopefully they'll be good for my books whenever I decide to travel with my books around. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books yet. And I hope you guys are having a great year so far. And I can't wait to see you guys on my next one. Bye.